pantry Our Daily Bread in Hammond, Louisiana is preparing hundreds of Thanksgiving meals bright and early this morning. I'll have more on that in just a few minutes.
There's something about playing on Thanksgiving.
It's game day for the Saints. Coming up, we get you ready for a Thanksgiving matchup against the Falcons.
Beautiful Thanksgiving and Black Friday, but big changes this weekend. A strong cold front's headed our direction.
And breaking news out of North Korea, a new launch heads toward Japan. The Eyewitness News starts now.
Good morning, everybody, and thanks for joining us on this Thanksgiving morning, a black and gold Thursday. You didn't get the memo.
I wanted to dress
Nor did Peyton.
for myself.
But the boys are back in town. Sheba's off today. Sheba's
Yes.
off for the next couple of weeks.
Yes.
But we're glad to have you guys with us today. Of course, we're all thinking about the Saints game tonight.
Yes, we are. The Saints are in Atlanta taking on the Atlanta Falcons. And so we just want to see what you're looking forward to.
Yeah, we want to see some revenge. We got beat pretty badly a couple of weeks ago in the Dome. With a win, the Saints will claim the NFC South title, and that's big news.
Yes. So we want to hear from you this morning. What are you most excited for today? Either that Thanksgiving meal or the Saints game. Weigh in now on WWLTV.com/vote or our mobile app. And right now it seems like 56% of you all are saying Thanksgiving dinner, and 44% of you all are saying you want to watch the Saints versus Falcons game.
And what would you vote for?
I would probably go for the dinner, or both if I could. I mean,
See,
it's the
well,
same
they go
time.
hand in hand. I
Right.
think it's an unfair question.
It is. It is.
You won both.
Exactly, especially when it's the evening. It's tonight, 7:30ish. So you're good. Yeah.
All right. Anyway, let's get Peyton over here. It's going to be a beautiful Thanksgiving day. Weather was nice out already.
Oh, beautiful this morning, wasn't it? I mean, we have temperatures in.
Today is Thanksgiving, and while millions of people around the country will be preparing meals for their family and friends, there are some folks who are trying to help out the less fortunate.
Yeah, right now volunteers on the North Shore are working to make the holiday special for others. Megan Key is live this morning where some of that work is underway. Good morning, Megan.
Hey, good morning. Yeah, we're having a great morning and we're spending it with volunteers.
Hey, Megan.
Yes.
Megan, what are you most thankful for?
I would say my family, friends, loved ones, Channel 4.
Really?
Good answer. Good
All
answer.
right. We're
I'm
just
thankful for you guys. I
I
love
know
y'all.
we're thankful to
Yeah.
have you in today.
Thank you, Megan. Well, Orleans Parish Sheriff Marlon Gusman is hosting its annual Thanksgiving meal today. It kicks off today at 10 o'clock at the Convention Center. There will be live performances from Irma Thomas, Rockin' Doopsie, and other local artists. The dinner will last until 1 in the afternoon. Coming up in our 8 o'clock hour, Sheriff Gusman will be in the studio with a preview of this year's event. That's coming up on WUPL. Thanksgiving Day tradition continues today at the fairgrounds. Today is the kickoff to the 148th Thoroughbred racing season. Officials are expecting around 10,000 people to show up and enjoy the horse race and a Thanksgiving meal. The first post time is noon.
Never been there for a
No, I've
Thanksgiving?
never been.
It is kind of cool.
Is it cool? Okay, cool. Well, today may be Thanksgiving, but for most people, it is also game day for the Saints.
Yeah, there's football all day, but the big game is tonight. The Saints are looking for some revenge tonight when they take on the Atlanta Falcons in Atlanta. It was 18 days ago, you'll recall. Boy, we recall this. The Falcons embarrassed the Saints at home, beating the Saints 26-9. The Saints have a lot on the line tonight. With a win, they would clinch the NFC South title for the third straight year and a spot in the playoffs. Earlier this week, Drew Brees talked about the excitement that comes with playing on Thanksgiving.
There's something about playing on Thanksgiving that I remember when I was a kid. Growing up in Texas, I'd always be watching the Cowboys on Thanksgiving, right? Watching football. I mean, football just goes with Thanksgiving, right? It's like you can't have one without the other. And so to ever think that someday I'd be playing on Thanksgiving, probably never thought that would happen. So yeah, I think these are unique moments.
Saints cornerback Marshawn Lattimore will be a game-time decision. Lattimore was limited at practice during this short week with that strained hamstring. The wideout would have to keep in check. Julio Jones is also questionable for tonight with a shoulder injury. Lattimore is just one of 3 players that will be a game-time decision for the Saints. Will Clapp and Deontay Harris are also listed as questionable on the injury report. 3 players, Teron Armstead, Zach Lyon, and Andres Pete, have also been ruled out.
And not surprisingly, lots of folks will be eating dinner early tonight or have the TV on while they're eating dinner.
Yeah.
For the Saints game that comes on around 7:20.
Yes, and we want to hear from you this morning. What are you most excited about? Thanksgiving dinner or the Saints-Falcons game? Weigh in now on WWLTV.com/vote or on our mobile app. And right now it is a tied. Again, Thanksgiving dinner, 50% of you all are weighing in, and watching the Saints versus Falcons game, again, 50%. So, yeah.
Can you vote for both? I just think they're synonymous.
Yeah, especially with the game being tonight.
Yeah.
Dinner, watch the game.
All right, speaking of sports, the Pelicans tried their best to spoil Anthony Davis' return here to New Orleans, but their effort came up a bit short.
And at forward, number 3, Anthony Davis.
No surprise, Pelicans fans booed Davis during the game introductions, and virtually every time he had the ball. The Pelicans were up 10 in the fourth quarter, but the Lakers came back, eventually winning the game 114 to 110. At least it was kind of close. Davis and LeBron James teamed up for a combined 70 points. Drew Holiday led the Pelicans with a double-double, 29 points and 12 assists. So the Pelicans did hold their own.
Did the best they could. Without Zion, especially the main man for the Pels. They did the best they could, but they still came up short.
Drew had a good night, though. Drew's great.
Yes.
All right, let's get right to Peyton to talk about our forecast. It looks good for us. It looks terrible for other places.
I know. You know, it's that thing when another place is dealing with bad weather, there's going to be good weather somewhere else.
Yeah.
So.
Well, and when you're flying places, you know, it affects hubs in some of the bigger cities.
Oh, yeah. And we were watching the airports yesterday, and we were watching, delays in arrivals, and there weren't any big ones, surprisingly, here in New Orleans. So.
Yeah.
Hopefully that trend continues. But yeah, we are tracking some changes. Beautiful today, beautiful tomorrow. It's a nice start for most here in Southeast.
All right, thanks very much. 613, a business that's been closed since the Hard Rock Hotel collapse is getting ready to reopen.
Yeah, officials say the Ruby Slipper is stocked and ready for customers. So coming up, we'll have the details on when the restaurant will open its doors.
Hi, I'm
I'll be watching the Saints game tonight. They're taking on the Atlanta Falcons in Atlanta, hoping to clinch the division title and get a bit of revenge on the Saints. We want to hear from you this morning. What are you excited about the most today? I think this is kind of a dumb question. A Thanksgiving meal or a Saints game? It's got to be both.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got to be both, and the numbers are going to reflect me out right now.
Yeah, Thanksgiving dinner is at 53%, and watching the Saints versus Falcons game, that's at 47%. But as you just said, yeah, it's 1-1, especially with the game being.
See, and I want to do both.
Yes.
I want to eat and watch the game, like I do with every game. And there are 3 games on today, 3 football games
3 big
on.
ones.
So
yeah.
I'll be having 3 Thanksgiving meals throughout the day.
Live your best life, Eric.
There you go. All right, let's get over to Peyton. The weather is great. Peyton's in for a day this morning. He picked a good day to take off.
Yeah, you certainly.
Thanks, Peyton. Getting to today's Thanksgiving celebrations will be a challenge for travelers.
Yeah, and depending on where you are in the country, the winter weather is snarling air travel, delaying or canceling thousands of flights over the past several days. So far, it could be a lot worse. Some 20 flights have been delayed today. In California, authorities have finally reopened a stretch of Interstate 5 in Northern California. That's the state's main highway. Drivers were stranded for several hours because of vehicle spinouts caused by heavy snowfall, and the forecast is there could be more snow today. So far, there have not been any flight delays at Armstrong International Airport. There have only been a few minor changes in departure times in some of the flights, so that's the good news if you're flying anywhere today. We have a great resource for travelers on our website. It has all the information you need on flight delays, airport parking, even traffic cameras. Just go to our website, WWLTV.com, or open your smartphone app, the WWL-TV app, and get those links. Everything is ready to go for the annual Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. This is a live view from New York City, but nature could have something to say about it today. Strong winds up to 50 miles an hour forecast for today, and that could force officials there to lower the 16-character balloons or even take them out of the parade altogether. That has not happened since 1971.
Wow. Well, here's a look at some of the stories you need to know this morning. Officials in China are blasting a decision by President Trump to sign a pair of bills that protects protesters in Hong Kong. The president signed the bills this week. One calls for sanctions on Chinese and Hong Kong officials who carry out human rights abuses and requires an annual review of trade between the U.S. and Hong Kong. Another bill blocks exports to Hong Kong of tear gas, pepper spray, and stun guns. China's foreign ministry is accusing the U.S. of being a bully and publicly supporting violent criminals. This morning, crews in eastern Texas are still working to get fires at a chemical plant under control more than 24 hours after a pair of explosions. Right now, authorities do not know what sparked the blast at the TPC group plant that's not far from the border with Louisiana. Officials say it's a miracle that none of the 30 workers at the plant were killed. One worker was burned and 2 others had broken bones. Thousands of people who live within a 4-mile area around the plant have been told to shelter in place or evacuate. And a man is facing charges this morning for allegedly using blue police lights to get traffic out of his way on the West Bank. Keith Jones was busted when he flashed the lights at a real Jefferson Parish Sheriff's deputy. It happened Sunday night on the expressway near Westwood Drive in Marrero. The deputy says Jones pulled up behind him and turned on the lights, and it wasn't until Jones pulled up alongside him that he realized those weren't real police lights. When he was arrested, Jones told deputies that he was a law enforcement first responder with the Jefferson Parish Hanrahan Law Enforcement Diesel Mechanic Association. Well, get this, no such agency exists. Take a look at your screen, everyone. Police need your help finding this man. He was caught on surveillance video going on the front porch of a home on Octavia Street earlier this month and stealing a package. He put the package inside a black bag and then left on a bicycle toward LaSalle Street. If you know who this person is, you should call Crime Stoppers. You can keep up with us and all of our headlines online at WWLTV.com or on Facebook and Twitter. And be sure to download the WWL-TV mobile app. It's free and in your app store.
Who that? Who that? Who that? Who that? Who that said they gon' be damn same? Who that?
Wait, you're not.
Whoa. Okay,
That's so good. Sheba could have never done that.
Oh, still coming for Sheba.
All right, Walter, go deep.
Well, good morning, everyone.
No, by the lights. No.
While they're still doing that, good morning, everyone. Thank you all for joining us for the Eyewitness Morning News on this Turkey Day, November 28th. I want to thank you all for joining us.
It may be Thanksgiving, but we're all thinking about football. I mean, football is just part of Thanksgiving. I think Drew Brees said it best.
Yes. I'm Duke Carter in for Sheba Turk. Thank you to our WUPL viewers for sticking with us and our Channel 4 viewers just joining us. Here's the latest eye on your morning. The Saints have a chance to clinch the NFC South title tonight. New Orleans is taking on the Falcons in Atlanta. The game comes 18 days after the Falcons beat the Saints in the Dome 26-9. Sheriff Marlon Guzman will continue a Thanksgiving tradition. He will host his Thanksgiving dinner at the Convention Center beginning at 10 o'clock this morning. And the racing season kicks off at the fairgrounds today. Officials are expecting around 10,000 people to show up and enjoy the horse race and a Thanksgiving meal. Post time is noon. Peyton?
Yeah, and happy Thanksgiving. Not a bad start to your morning. We are under mostly clear skies, or mostly cloudy skies rather, and temperatures not bad. We're in the upper 50s at the moment with dew points in the 40s, so it is quite dry out there. No humidity, not expecting any humidity as we head throughout today, and the highs in the upper 60s with a mix of sun and clouds. So pretty nice out there if you're going to be out and about this afternoon. No travel issues locally. Temperatures this morning, upper 50s to the lower 50s on the North Shore. It's a little chilly, but it could be a lot worse. And if you're heading across the country, if you're flying this morning, a lot of the airports are looking good, but what you're going to want to watch is a storm system in the central part of the United States. Kansas, Oklahoma, and Texas could be dealing with some delays as we go throughout the remainder of today. Rain chances here don't increase until Saturday night into Sunday, and then a big cool down as we go into the beginning part of December.
If you're sticking with WUPL, here's what's coming up. But if you're not tuned in, here's what you're missing. Whether you're cooking a Thanksgiving meal or putting up holiday decorations, there are potential fire dangers in your home. Coming up, we'll have some advice from safety advocates.